Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and everyone else, and welcome to a episode of Ted's Booze Cellar, the most premier alcohol review show here on YouTube, with me, your most gracious host, Ted. It is 7:30 on the 14th of August 2025, hoping I'm finding you all in a good state of affairs, and if I'm not, then I hope things improve for you very, very soon. So, yeah, I might seem like I'm a little bit frazzled today, and I'm a bit sort of like lightheaded and dizzy, and I'm pretty sure that's because I'm very heavily dehydrated because it has been quite hot in the UK the last few days, and historically speaking, our buildings here are designed primarily to keep heat in because this is generally quite a cold weather country. So obviously when you see people in the UK complaining about heat on the internet, that's usually the main part of the reason why. So if I seem a bit frazzled and not quite myself, that's probably it. So I'm going to be doing the next best thing after drinking water to deal with this issue, and that is to, yes indeed, drink some alcohol, which is obviously something that I think, everyone should feel free to do when it's like nice, hot, sunny weather. But at the same time, do remember to drink water in this weather. I'm being deadly serious. Otherwise, you will get in trouble, you'll get dizzy, you'll get lightheaded, and you'll face dehydration and a myriad of other issues as well. So do drink water and be careful. But today we're going to be taking a look at a drink from our old friends at Aldi. Now, historically speaking, I've always said that Aldi's spirits are a real mixed bag. So their alcohol in general, their home brand stuff, is really good on the whole. Beer, their creme spirits, their wine, like their cider, it's all good stuff. But specifically their spirits are a bit hit and miss. Like the vodka and like some of the whiskies they do, I think are pretty good. Some of the rums are not great, but their creme sort of liqueurs, I've always found myself generally enjoying. And one drink I've really gotten into as I've gotten older is limoncello, and I've found something at Aldi that's along those lines. So this is Limonici, as you can see here. So it's the taste of crema di limoncello, is loved for its smooth, creamy and fresh citrus flavours. Crema di limoncello. Limonici, I guess you could say. It's basically limoncello with cream in it, essentially. So I'm interested to see what this is like, because I've never had limoncello with cream in it, and limoncello is one of my favourite spirits. Yeah, it says here, alcoholic drink with cream and lemon flavourings. It's a 50 centilitre bottle. Its alcohol percentage is 14.5%. And it does say allergy on the back. It does contain milk, so do be careful of that if you're allergic to this. To be honest with you, mixing like dairy with citrus is always a bit of like a mixed bag. It can obviously be done very well depending on whether it's an alcohol or like a pudding or something like that, but it is hard to get right. So I'm interested to see how well they do with this. This was £6.99 from Aldi, which I think for a bottle that's like 50 centilitres of like spirit, that's nearly 15% alcohol volume, that's pretty good value for money. Even if it turns out to be a little bit naff, I think that's not too bad, to be honest. And I've got to say, I really like this bottle and the labelling and the packaging on it. It's very handsome, very understated, very simple, but it's really striking at the same time. It's just like that simple contrast of like the creme colour of the liqueur in the clear bottle with the creme and gold outlining on the packaging, or like the labelling I should say, with the like dark sea green here. It's really, really handsome, honestly. I really, really like it. It's not quite a sea green, is it, really? But it's a nice green anyway. But yeah, it looks like a really handsome bottle for something that's so cheap from Aldi. Honestly, it's really, really handsome. So I'm going to give the bottle, honestly, a 10 out of 10. I really like the way this looks. So we'll give it a quick snifter in the bottle itself before we sniff it in the glass. So, ooh, very understated nose. Yeah, it smells all right. It just smells like a very faintly lemon-scented kind of like. I'm trying to think. Trying to remember what they're called. Those scent things that hang in the car that leave a scent behind if the car stinks like rubbish. It basically smells like one of those, but like without any chemicals and with like a really nice lemon through line. So it smells all right in the bottle. It's just hard to tell much of the smell because it's, in an enclosed space. So I'll give it like a 6 out of 10. But let's pour it into one of these charity shop shot glasses I got. All right. Nice creme colour, very inviting actually, slightly beigey lemon colour. So yeah, it looks good actually. Again, the nose in the glass is fairly understated. It doesn't really smell of much overall. Yeah, just again, it kind of smells of much the same, but just like a bit more inviting. So I'll probably say like a 7 out of 10. It's got a nice creaminess to it. There's a lemony after smell that's really nice, but again, it's just not much to tell of, really, I guess, with the nose. But I don't know, it's not a bad nose. It's just very understated, but it does smell good. So yeah, 7 out of 10 for the nose in the glass. Decent. But anyway, quick palate cleanser of water before we continue. And remember, especially in this hot weather, drink responsibly and remember to drink plenty of water. And then on to the most important part of the video, which is to see what this sucker tastes like. So, to everyone at home, I hope you have a great weekend ahead, and if you don't, then I hope it's at least productive anyway. But until then, bottoms up. That's good. I could definitely imagine this being something that Phil will like. You know, obviously, my mate Phil, who's the tall, stately fellow with the thick Hampshire accent and the stylish glasses, he would definitely like this. So I'm going to pour myself another one. It's lovely. Not too harsh. It's not too sort of bitter. It's not too sweet. It's like just right in that little sweet spot in the middle. Really, really nice. Like for the value of money that this is, for like the price that it is, that is really good. Damn. There's 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 two gripes. There's two main gripes I have with it. One, there's like this outlying kind of like harshness around the flavour, particularly at the start when you initially swallow it. It's kind of a little bit burny, a little bit acidy, and like it does leave a quite a heavy like burn. Not a heavy burn actually, just quite an intensive, albeit short burn down the centre of like your gullet once you swallow it down. So there's kind of like two minor sort of like gripes I have with it, and the other thing is that I feel like the creaminess and the sweetness does overpower the lemon a bit, mainly towards like the middle point of like when you're drinking and tasting this. I think you get more of the lemon in, at least in the aftertaste, or at least a bit more of like a lemon rindy aftertaste if you sip it like I just did there, like. But I think if you properly like glug it back and like drink it in one big swig, you get more of the cream flavour, and then the lemon flavour is more balanced out. So I feel like in order to really get the full experience of drinking this, it's actually probably recommended not to sip it and to have it as a shot, chilled, and then just dunk it back. I think that's probably the recommended way I would suggest to drink this. But that being said, in both ways, it is nice. If you just sip it, it's probably more like getting on for like say like a 7.5 out of 10. It's good, but like there's definitely some gripes I have with it, and there's like some residual harshness, like I said, like a little bit of acidity, bitterness that's like not quite for me. And to be fair, either way how you drink it, the creaminess and the sweetness does overpower the lemon a bit. However, if you properly glug it back, the lemon flavour does have, I think, more room to stand out, at least in the way that I experienced it. So I would say if you're glugging it back, like knocking it back in one go as like a chilled shot, it's probably getting on for like, don't judge me, this is actually like, it is a good drink. So I'm like not complaining that I'm having to drink more, but see. So I think if you're glugging it back, Honestly, it's probably like a 9. I really, really like this. This is a solid drink. The quality of it, in my opinion, does depend on how much you chill it, as well as also the way in which you drink it in your shot glass. I think a chilled shot glass with the drink itself being chilled is the right way to go. And to be honest with you, while that does dictate the quality of the drink itself in terms of how you'll enjoy it, I do still think that overall this is a great package. It's fantastic value for money. It will make nice as just something you have around the house or as a gift for someone. But yeah, honestly, do buy, recommend, really, really, really nice. Aldi have absolutely smashed it out of the park with this one. Is there some gripes? Is there some tweaks? Yes. But overall, this is a wonderful drink. Really, really good stuff. Absolutely a 9 out of 10. Definitely a buy, and one of the drinks of the summer, I would say. So yeah, really, really would recommend, honestly. If you guys liked this video, leave a like, share, and subscribe. If you have any suggestions for future episodes of Ted's Booze Cellar, be that in terms like drinks I should review or video formats, let me know in the comments section down below. I am going to be bringing out a boozy history of on Brewdog at some point over the next few weeks, so do keep an eye out for that. And like I said recently, I do want to bring out another 1 or 2 documentaries, preferably 2 at least, before the end of the year on top of the Brewdog one. So do keep an eye out for those as well. And what else? If you want to follow any of my social medias on the internet, don't know why I was so stumped there for a second, then I'll leave the links to all that in the video description down below. But until next time, have fun, stay safe with whatever you're doing, don't do anything I wouldn't do, wash your hands, drink responsibly, know your limits, and I'll see you guys at the bar next time on Ted's Booze Cellar. Bye-bye for now.